Our final step before we can start rolling is to soften up our rice paper, and that's easy. We're just gonna do it just like we did these noodles here. Just soak it in a little warm water. These are those noodles from earlier. If you remember, they were nice and hard. Now they are soft and pliable and ready to be used inside of our roll. So here we have some warm water. We're just gonna take our rice paper sheet and we're just gonna dip it in the water real fast and we're gonna take it out. Move that here. If you notice, there are two sides. There's a rough side and a soft side. We're gonna make this with the rough side down. Another tip I like to do is I like to use 2 pieces of the paper just in case it tears with the filling. That way there's like a double wrapping on it, kind of like when we make like corn tacos. We always do 2 tortillas. So here we have it. If you still notice, it's still kind of hard. Over time, it's gonna soften up. We're gonna build these first with our rice noodle down. We're gonna add some shrimp. I'm gonna do 3 little pieces here. And then we're gonna add our veggies. How you put the veggies in the summer roll is gonna affect how it wraps up. So I like to just add everything in a single layer. Notice how it's all pretty much the same length. That is what we want to do. We have all these beautiful different colors here. We're gonna add our cilantro with the whole stem, some mint leaves, and a little bit of this lettuce here. Now to roll it, all we're gonna do is from the bottom, lift it up, encase the filling. Very similar to like a burrito or an egg roll. And then we're just gonna fold the sides in and then wrap it up real tight by tucking in those edges. There we go. First one. Now you can adjust the sizes. This one's a little thick. You can make them thicker, you can make them thinner. Up to you. Let's try it again. So if you notice, the temperature of the water, the colder the water, it'll still soften up. It'll just take a little longer for it to soften up. So if you can stick your hand in the water and it's warm, then that's probably a good temperature for you to use. We'll make another one. Another cool thing you could do is you can put your shrimp on the outside or your protein and make it look really colorful so that once you roll it, you'll get a cool little look on the outside of your summer roll. Almost like art. It's kind of cool. So let's take a look. So I'm just putting these vegetables in my roll strategically. Put our fresh herbs inside. And our lettuce. Notice how I can work down the line on my veggie platter very easily. And then we'll put our rice paper on top to kind of give it all a nice little hug, like a blanket. And I'll wrap it up. Roll it, squeeze the sides in tight. Sometimes the rice paper likes to rip, and at that point, you don't have to waste it. You can just throw everything into a bowl and eat it like a salad. That's what we used to do when I was a kid. I could never roll them, but now we get them down pretty good. Nice plump summer rolls. You can see through them just a little bit. A nice little design. And they have different sizes as well. We have purple rice paper. We have these small circle ones. I will say, if you don't want to use 2 rice papers, you don't have to. 1 is all right. It's just a little more finicky and it can break on you. So after some practice, you can just roll it with 1 sheet of paper. And doing this, you're going to be able to see that design a little bit better. So let's show you again. You can get pretty creative with this. You can get little micro flowers and put them on the outside. The mint or little baby leaves look great on the outside as well. So put some of these cilantro down there. Mint. I will say the hotter the water is, the more quickly you have to work because the rice paper softens up really fast. And we add our noodle. And roll it. And reel. See how you can see the design a little bit better with the one paper? That looks pretty. So there we go. Once you have your rolls made, you can put them on a platter and share them with your family and friends. Now let me show you a couple different ways we can present them.